Hello, friends. I am MovieRecap NL, and this is the Death Note film. The Death Note is a group of students, and the written deeds of the case reveal that the Death Note was reported by the group. In Tokyo, in the evening, the police began to arrest a person who was wandering. The person who suddenly appeared fired took one of the girls hostage and threatened to shoot her. Unexpectedly, a long and bad quarrel began, which ended with the death of the hostage. The next day, the Deputy Interior Minister was surrounded by journalists at home. Unable to escape in his car, the official fell to the ground and died from the hostage situation. Nearby, the congressman accused of the crime was not able to provide sufficient evidence, so the incident was reported, but the hostage situation continued. Unfortunately, the expected person died from the hostage situation. Police and journalists repeatedly reported on the incident. The criminal's name and the young man named Light who saw the case quickly take the death note and suddenly stop the case. After some time, a reporter claims that the criminal unexpectedly died from the hostage situation. The next day, Light holds a trial with Shiori about the Kira case. Shiori explains how the two parties acted, the severity of the case, and the necessity for Light as a lawyer to help people from the disease, but Light shows disbelief in the excessive severity. Several days later, Light breaks into the police station and sees that the second criminal case has not been resolved and is being handled seriously. Deeply saddened by this, the young man comes to the place for the dog while the criminal's associates inside cause great unrest, and the police try to control the situation. The mercenaries, sensing Light's gaze, threaten him with knives, making it difficult for them to be arrested. Shiori is upset by this situation. Light does not say whether he came to tell her the real story. Leaving the place, Light throws the legal books into the trash and begins to hate how much corruption has taken place in the system, but after taking a few steps, he finds his reward, a book titled Death Note. He takes it with him. Light tells the judge about this, but one of the prisoners writes his name in the book for fun. The next day, the newspaper reports the death of the criminal, and this causes surprise. He previously predicted this incident, but just after a while, the mercenaries come. The person dies from the hostage situation. Understanding the book's serious power, Light begins to read the pages carefully. Returning home with surprise, Light encounters a serious problem that deeply affects him. Only those who have the book can see what is happening. The reason why Light was given this book is that people wanted to see how it could be used. The young man decides to use the book to clean the world of criminals. 4 months later, the police are investigating the strict crime, but no evidence is found. One of the detectives assigned to this case is Saitama, Light's father. The police report what they have learned. He comes out from the police station and gives a report from a distance. After analyzing all the recent crimes, they conclude that the murder happened in Japan. To prove this, the police ask for evidence. That night, one of the detectives informs that there is enough evidence for the crime, Light having seen the case. Suddenly, a warning appears on the screens saying that this is a trap for the third party and that the person who died is the criminal sentenced to a heavy punishment. This murder was organized by a group, and John Lafer saw this only in Japan. The country promises to arrest the criminal and broadcasts Live. Light tries to take him, but there is nothing except the warning. The next day, all the important information is given to the police, but it is unclear whether this criminal can kill people at critical times. But Light is not breaking down. He breaks into the police system to find out what is going on. After getting information from Raiga, Light learns that the time and reason for the death are in the book, and he begins an investigation. Realizing this, the criminal tries to hide, but the police suspect someone inside. Ryuk says that a person has been watching him for 2 days, but for neutrality, no action should be taken yet. A few days later, Light briefly gets on a bus and the man following him sits behind. Light tells him that he knows he is being followed, but the man says nothing. Learning that the person is a criminal who escaped from prison, Light decides to write about his sleep habits on paper. Seeing this, the man warns him to be careful and asks if he is afraid. Light says he is not afraid and shows his documents. Light then. This gives him a chance to see the inside of the place. The confused criminal starts to explain his story, but this is not reliable. The frightened man jumps outside and disappears. Light is not surprised by this. He writes about this incident in the book. Now Light knows the police are following him. But unexpectedly, Ray suddenly appears, supporting all the evidence and breaking up with his wife. Naomi, worried about this, follows him and gets on the subway. At this time, Ray finds an envelope left for him by someone, inside which are papers and a radio message. B. He alerts everyone on the train and Ray enters a fight. The laptop named Ray is on the police list and all police involved are seen on the roster. After this, all the cases begin to be recorded on paper. Ray sees Ryuk, and when leaving the train, the hostage situation occurs. Light takes the pages with the case from the book himself. The police chief says that the criminals are now killing agents and that the situation is becoming dangerous. All those involved may be inside and at risk without further delay. After this, almost everyone leaves the hall and some officers stay to help. Due to the urgent situation in the city, they demand to meet with the chief. Their demands are legitimate and the chief also agrees to see them. The chief is serious, only the cases. All the surveillance cameras in the subway recorded the crime, and the police found out that the cases had escalated. After that, the police are told that the victims are under surveillance and that the police will continue to monitor them. Later, it becomes known that Naomi is also involved with the police. Because of the situation, she has a secret intention. Light goes to college to meet with Ayal. After the meeting, Naomi proves her claims and the case is revealed. Returning home, Light senses someone has entered. Inside, he tells Ryuk not to interfere and continues his duties at home. Going out to the garden, Light tells Ryuk that there might be problems with his business. He is told that the police have started to watch him. At first, nothing significant happens. The criminals continue to act secretly. After this, Saitama considers him harmless and trusts him. A few days later, Light enters the classroom with a bag of chips and sits down. At that moment, a criminal close to him announces he died from the hostage situation. This is a serious matter and he orders the removal of surveillance cameras. The next day, inside the chips bag is a small TV and the death notebook. Sometime later, Naomi, who recently arrived, says she will provide evidence against him. At this time, Light meets Shiori in the corridor and sees Naomi welcoming her inside. Light asks about everything but the criminal. At that time, all are under surveillance. Suddenly, the police arrive and Shiori, having taken advantage of Naomi's distraction, escapes and goes to Light's house. Naomi also leaves a message to him and Light realizes that his daughter has been deceived. Naomi, accused of many crimes, starts to. He goes to the church where the raid was held and learns that the wife of the late man was Naomi. Later, everything is written in the screenplay. By chance, he kills Shorin and then he no longer needs to kill his new enemy. Disgusted by this, Ryuk begins to hate Light even more. After this, he meets with him. He is Light.